welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we are going to be testing out some new products from MAC Cosmetics. They released their Electric Wonder collection. I have quite a few pieces of the collection, which I'm going to be testing out in today's video. We'll see my thoughts on it and kind of test it all out, try it out. So why don't we go ahead and get started. Right here, I did receive this collection from MAC Cosmetics, and I will be sharing most of the collection with you. I don't have all of the pieces of it, but I do have a lot of the products we're going to be testing out. So it says that this is going to be available June 3rd online and June 6th in stores. So as of when I'm filming this, you should be able to get this at MAC stores, MAC online. So first we're going to get into a few of the products. I'll show you guys a couple of them. So there are two different eyeshadow palettes that are part of this. So we have really pretty packaging on the entire collection. It has this really pretty like white, pink, a little bit of purple, and gold marble packaging. I think it's so cute. So this one here is the Desert Lightning palette. It has 12 shades inside of it. You do have a mirror. There are actually two of these palettes. I will insert a picture of the other palette over here. I just received this one, which I'm actually pretty excited about. It looks like a very cool toned palette. We also have this face palette right here, which has 6 different highlighting shades in it. This one is called the Ignite Wonder palette. Same packaging and same nice mirror here on the front as well. So there are also some face products that are part of this, and I actually am pretty excited because these actually say what they are. So this one says that it is a next to nothing bronzing powder, which if you guys normally watch my MAC reviews, you know that I talk about how often they're like called blushes or highlights and they're really bronzers. So I appreciate that this one says it's a bronzer. So I have the shade Canyon Dreamin'. There's also another shade to this as well. I don't have that one to show you guys, but I do have a highlight from them as well. This one is Serenity Seeker. It's called their Electric Wonder Iridescent Powder. Again, it has the iridescent in there, kind of saying it's a highlight. So here's what that one looks like. There is also another shade in this one as well. So I'm going to try both of those out, and then we have a bunch of lip products with this collection too. So here are 4 out of the 5 lip glosses that are part of the collection. Really cute packaging. Again, they have the marble top on these. So these are their lip gloss formula. A few of them look like more of like an iridescent gloss, these two here, and then these other two look more just like wearable everyday glosses. So there are also 5 different bullet lipsticks as well. They have the really pretty packaging for the top, and then obviously the same packaging with the bottom. So I have all 5 shades. So this one here is going to be a luster lipstick. This one is in Naturalist, so it's like a really pretty like deeper nude shade. We also have this more just like mauve-y nude right here, and this one is going to be a luster lipstick again, and this one is in Let's Mosa Around. We also have this more like vampier, deeper cranberry red shade, and this one here is going to be Natural Born Leader. This is a matte lipstick, as well as we have this one, which is kind of more of like a brick shade, and we have that one is in Life of Sophia, and this one is a matte lipstick as well, and then the very last one is another pretty nude shade right here, and this one is in Feeling Sentimental, and this one is a satin. So lastly in the collection, we just have 2 different brushes. So we have this one here, which is a face brush. So for me, I would use this probably more so for like bronzing or highlighting. Again, super cute right here. And then we also have this brush for your eyes as well, which I'll be using as well. So why don't we go ahead and get started testing them out. I think I want to test out the face products first, and then we'll go ahead and move on to the eyes and the lips. So I'm first going to start with the bronzer. I think that this is going to be a pretty good shade for me. I do appreciate the fact that it does have a mirror. Not all of MAC's bronzers do, so I do like that it has that. So I'm going to test out this brush here. The number is 126. So I'm going to try it out. I'm just going to kind of dip it in and tap it off a little and see if this works to bronze. It actually probably looks like a brush I might use to highlight with as well. The color of the bronzer looks a little bit orange, but I do think once I blend it in, it'll look a little bit better. It's definitely very matte. I don't see any like specks of glitter or anything in the bronzer shade, which is nice. The brush is definitely very soft. It feels pretty nice. I don't mind it actually for the bronzer. I just feel like it's kind of hard to kind of get the application you want, but the actual softness of it feels pretty nice. So I think the color of the bronzer actually turned out pretty nice. I'm going to just sculpt out a little bit of my cheekbone here just so I have more of a precise line because I was kind of messy with that brush. And then for highlight, I'm going to go into the face palette right here, and I am going to test out a few of the highlights. I think I want to go into more of like the champagne shades, these first 2 right here. I'm actually just going to mix these 2 shades together so it's more of like a golden and more of a champagne shade. It looks a little bit sheer, so I'm gonna kind of continue to mix. You know what palettes I really love from them with their highlights is those, I think it's like the Flash and Glow. I can't remember what they're called, but they're like little trios. Those ones are so, so good. These are definitely building up. They don't give like the same punch as those palettes do. So once you kind of build it up, it definitely gives you more of a highlight. So it kind of is one of those subtle ones if you want, or you can build it up for sure. I do want to give this individual one a try, so I'm going to actually just use a little bit of this one kind of as just like a topper. See if it gives us a little bit of punch. You can definitely see it. It definitely has a little bit more glitter in it than the other highlight does. I can even tell just like putting on that initial mark, but it gives it more of a pop. Moving into the eyes, we are going to go into this palette right here, which is the Desert Lightning. I think it's so pretty, just like all like really pretty cool toned colors. So I'm actually gonna go into first this one right here. I think this shade looks so, so nice. It's kind of like, I wanna say like a stone color. I don't know how else to explain it, but if you have the stone lipstick from Dozen Colors, it kind of looks like that, but it's just like very like mauve-y, purpley shade. So I'm actually going to use the brush that came with the collection and work this shade into a crease. This isn't the typical brush that I would use. I'd use more of like a fluffy brush, but we can try this out and see how it works. The shade seems to be blending out nicely so far, and this is actually doing a good job of just kind of placing the shadow right where I want it, which is nice. So next after that shade, I'm actually going to go into this deep like navy shade right here and try that out, and I'm kind of just going to do the same thing. Put it on my lid just a little bit lower than the other shade and just begin to blend it in. We'll kind of do more of like a grungier eye. I think that'll be pretty. So that shade actually ended up blending pretty nicely for like a deeper shade like that. So I'm going to go into the brown in the palette and just use that a little bit just to further deepen up just the outer corner. So I'm kind of just going to place that right here and just drag it in a little bit. So I'm going to go into a clean brush and just go into that more like beige, like white shade, and just use this to help just clean up any harsh edges we have going on. Just kind of diffuse these edges here a little bit. And for all over the lid, I'm going to go into this like shimmery white. It looks like it has a little bit of reflect in it. And I'm going to use that shade for my all over lid shade. I am going to dampen my brush a little bit with some Fix Plus just to help give the shade a little bit extra of an oomph. And I'm just going to go ahead and tap this all over the lid. This shade is pretty. I like it. It's like a really pretty like white silver. It almost looks like it has a little reflective like pink in there a little bit. So now I'm going to go back in actually with that first like purpley shade, and I'm going to just kind of buff this over a little bit just so it's not any harsh lines here. For a lower lash line, I'm actually going to go in with the eyeliner kohl from the Aladdin collection from MAC and use this for my waterline, and also tight lining my upper lash line because I'm going to apply some lashes. And then for the lower lash, I'm just going to mix this first shade we went in with, a little bit of the brown as well for my lower lash line. All right, so I'm going to wipe off this bake, and then I'm actually going to apply a little bit of liner and some lashes, and then I'll be back to try out the lip products. So I'm back after doing lashes and liner. I used the Verified from Ofra Cosmetics. This is such a good liquid liner. I've been loving it lately. And then I used the Samantha lashes from Huda Beauty. And now I'm going to try out the lip products in the collection. So the one that I want to go in with is Feeling Sentimental. This one right here. It's a really pretty nude shade. So I want to go in with this one, and then I'll apply one of the lip glosses over top. So I'm just going to go ahead and pop this on. Normally I would line my lips, but I'm going to go ahead and just use this because we're going to go over it with the lip gloss. So here's what it looks like on the lips. It's definitely a very, very light, pale nude shade, but I think when we add the lip gloss on top, so the one I'm going to go in with is this one right here, which is the nude one, and this one is called Coral of the World, and I'm actually just going to use this one directly over top of the lipstick, which I feel like is going to give it a little bit more pigmentation as well. All right, you guys, and this is our finished look using the Electric Wonder collection from MAC Cosmetics. You guys will have to let me know what you think of this collection down below. All in all, I was really impressed with all of the products that we tried out in today's video. I really enjoyed the eyeshadow palette. I love this like smoky look that we came up with. The cheek palette I thought was okay. I don't think it's like amazing, but I do think that it gave a really pretty highlight to the cheeks. I liked the bronzer, and then I really like this lip combo. I'll continue to try out the rest of the lipsticks and the rest of the collection and let you guys know know later on what I think, but I do really enjoy it so far. So let me know down below again if you guys are planning on purchasing any of these items or what you think of this makeup look. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up if you did enjoy it. Also, don't forget to subscribe before you go, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye, friends.